All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll find Hall. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
You got tight right there. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Check 15. Hey, 57.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Record. 54 is Mike.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
57 is Mike. Mike 57. Push him back. Push exit. 57 is right. Blue there.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll go with Jones. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Yellow. 54 mark. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is Ridley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Walker, it's Hill, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Walker. He's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the counter, here's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Copeland. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
57, Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, 43. Tight up. Check. Switch. Check 3. Check. Attack.
Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Running right, Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Check 3. Yellow. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just... Go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run with Ridley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Walker now, operating from the gun. He is going to find Hill here. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Skirts by him at the 35. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
15.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike 4. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
61. Matchbox. Right. 3. Check 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. It's complete. It's Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mahomes going to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On the set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Rip left, rip left. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Here we go. 50 wants the mic, boy. 51. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, check, check.
Here's Walker. From the gun, he'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check out now. Hot. Nice try. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. I got one. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by Howard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Yellow. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Yeah, I got you.
Let's get it right now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. trying to improvise. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. He's got him in. Complete. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Walker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the gun, Walker, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady. Hey, 43. Hey, 57, 57. We got double up, double up.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 62 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on first down. Open man there is Malone. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Walker operating from the gun. That's complete. Bernard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. Walker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost have to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 17, Walker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Easy. Check 4.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, it's Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check.
On 2nd down now, Copeland looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch out.
Hey, Ridley.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Walker. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Go Mike 51, Mike 51.
Walker from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Walker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Yellow, 480.
54, black 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Now a give, right side. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
That's right, baby.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it? And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.